You all know that I am, in general, a pragmatist. I am a sort of realpolitik realist. I understand that change often comes in small steps. I don't want to let the perfect become the enemy of the good. But it may be time for progressives to kill what is increasingly a gutted infrastructure and spending bill because there is almost nothing left in it. Paid leave has now fallen out of the Democratic package in an urgent scramble, as described by CNN, to secure centrist Democratic Senator Joe Manchin's support. Democrats are expected to scrap paid family and medical leave from their cornerstone economic and climate package, discarding one of the central planks of Joe Biden's proposal as they scramble to strike a deal with holdout senators. The plan's survival has been in question for several days due to objections from Joe Manchin. Biden's initial 12-week proposal of paid leave was scaled back to 4 weeks to try to get Joe Manchin's support. That was rejected. Kirsten Gillibrand tried to find a compromise with Manchin. That didn't work. One of the people said, prompting Democrats to push it out of the package as they seek to scale back the proposal's overall cost and programs to meet Manchin's demand. Manchin made clear he would not move when asked about the provision, saying, "I just can't do it." And now, as we're filming, this is about to happen. Joe Biden is expected to announce a new social spending framework to try to get every Democrat on board. The steps that we are now talking about, the increments that we are now talking about, are so small in terms of what's left of this bill that we may mostly have a pseudo slush fund for some projects called infrastructure. It'll be counted as a political win for the centrist Democrats. It'll be counted as a political win for Republicans by having been able to get all sorts of stuff removed. And it's going to be barely anything. And I am essentially ready to say, it has some things in it that make sense. But the big picture is now so dire, it's so grim, it's so pathetic that it may be time to kill this bill and say, hey, you need us progressives for this too, and you're losing us. What has been removed so far? My best it's actually hard to encapsulate everything that's been removed so far for a bunch of different reasons, including that there were different bills that contained these things in different negotiations. Paid family leave seems to be gone or will be gone soon. Tuition-free community college, we already learned days ago last week, that's gone. Serious climate regulations, gone. Expanded Medicare eligibility, gone. The vision hearing dental stuff that Joe Biden talked about doesn't seem to be in there. Prescription drug price controls, nope. Universal child care plus making permanent the tax credit, gone. Some kind of tax to target the very, very, very richest Americans, nope, that's not going to be part of this bill apparently either. So listen, I get it. This is very rare that I say, actually, overall, because of a message that needs to be sent, nothing kind of makes more sense than the scraps that are left. Rarely am I at that point. People who have been following this show for a long time know that. But it might be time with this bill because this is it'll count as something was done when it's 2%, 5%, not by dollar value, but in terms of the components, 5% of what was supposed to be done. And everybody but the left gets a win. Republicans who want nothing done, well, they almost get a win if this passes because there's almost nothing left of it. Centrists get what they want because they've managed to get all of the important stuff or most of the important stuff out of it or scale it down or whatever. So I am understanding, I know other shows pretend that the country is way more left than it actually is and all this different stuff. I don't do that here. I feel like one of the things I try to do is give you an honest and accurate assessment of where is the country on a lot of these issues. The country is well to the left of this bill. There's no doubt about it. And what we have at this point is, I don't know if the term Pyrrhic victory even applies because I don't know that it's a victory, even a Pyrrhic one. I want to hear from you. Is this something that any progressive that has the ability to vote no should be voting no on, because it's become so endlessly pathetic. Let me know your thoughts. You can find me on Twitter at dpacman. We're going to take a quick break, and we have much more coming up for you today. One of our sponsors is Magic Spoon breakfast cereal, sweet and tasty like the cereals I loved as a kid, but without the sugar or the carbs. Every serving of Magic Spoon has 0 grams of sugar, only 4 net carbs, 140 calories, and packed with 13 grams of protein. Perfect if you're doing keto, perfect if you're doing low carb, great if you're just trying to reduce your excess sugar intake, and because it's packed with protein, it's great before or after a workout. Magic Spoon flavors include cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, blueberry, and cinnamon. They're bringing back cookies and cream. They're bringing back maple waffle. You can build your own variety box and try them all. Magic Spoon is so confident in the product, if you don't love it as much as I do, they will refund your money, no questions asked. Go to magicspoon.com/Pacman. The link is underneath this video, and you'll get $5 off when you use the promo code Pacman at checkout.